Hello there, my name's Joe, and I want to tell you today all about my instrument, which is the trombone. The trombone belongs to the brass family of instruments, and all these instruments have a mouthpiece, which we buzz into. They all have a long tube made of brass mainly, and they all have a bell. My instrument is a little bit special because my instrument has a slide. And we can go all the way from first position to seventh position. So the trombone has a pretty impressive range of notes that it can play. So it can play really high and it can also play really low. So if I was to play a piece that was really high, it would probably sound a bit like this. And if I was to play a piece that was really low, it would go a bit like this. And I really like playing in both of those registers, although some of the most fun notes that we can play on the trombone are the really low ones. So these are some of my favourite notes. And these really low notes, we call them pedal notes. So the trombone can play a wide variety of extended techniques, just like most of the other brass instruments. But the one that the trombone is most famous for is the glissando. And the reason we can do that is because of our slide. The most famous piece that has the glissando in it, I think, is The Acrobat by John Greenwood. And you've probably heard it before. It goes a little bit like this. The trombone is a very versatile instrument, and you'll be able to find it in many different ensembles. You'll be able to find it in an orchestra, in a brass band, in a jazz band, in a wind band, and many others. Mozart used to love writing for the trombone. Here's a little bit of Tuba Mirum from his Requiem. You'll probably recognise the next excerpt. This is from The Ride of the Valkyries, and this is by Wagner. That's a very powerful excerpt. Of course, the trombone can play very calm as well, and I really like playing jazz trombone solos. This is one of my favourites. This is Stardust. Of course, many people wrote for the trombone for fun. An American composer and trombone player called Arthur Pryor wrote something called The Variations upon the Bluebells of Scotland, and this is one of my favourites. I'm going to play you one of the variations. The two trombone players that I probably listen to the most are Joe Alessi and Lindberg, and they're both world-renowned trombone players. Joe Alessi is the principal trombone player of the New York Philharmonic Orchestra. He's got fantastic sound and he's just a great all-round trombone player. He's released many different recordings of himself playing the trombone. Lindberg is a Swedish trombone player, and he again has released lots of different recordings of himself playing the trombone, over 60 I believe. He's recorded many Baroque, classical and romantic trombone pieces. Also, he has recorded many different modern trombone compositions, some of which he's composed himself. They use a lot of different extended techniques for the trombone, and they are definitely worth a listen.